Running all the way, picking his way, gaining 5. It's predictable, but so difficult to defend.
He's now all the way up to 27 carries on this game. I thought he might get between 20 and 25, but he's been their best running game, as he's been most of this year, up to 123 yards.
Weber motions out. Barrett sacked. Again, Taco Charlton along with Ben Gideon.
It's again the right tackle, Isaiah Prince. It's a combination of great Taco Charlton, and watch Isaiah Prince. Does not get his arms extended, his hands out. Charlton is able to just get right around him with quick hands and just quick lateral movement around him. But well, you'd think Isaiah Prince, they would use a back or a tight end, somebody to help him, because he is continuing to get beat to the outside.
Maybe that's 8 sacks for Michigan, almost equals half of the total Ohio State given up all season long. They need 9 on 3rd down. Barrett to Samuel. Can he make a bunch of guys miss? Cuts back. Retreating. Has blocks. Samuel still alive and stopped just short of the marker. That was adventurous. He could have retreated out of field goal range.
Urban Meyer's saying, hurry, get to the line, get to the line, get to the line. I don't know if he's going to call another timeout. Last time he did this, he called a timeout. This
4th down. It's the ball game if they can't get half a yard. And now again, a whistle from the Michigan side. They spend a defensive timeout. Almost came down to a few breathless seconds and a half yard needed.
Yeah, Urban Meyer was not hesitating. This time he was going for it, and I think they were going to go back to that zone read play. But I was with you, Chris. Curtis Samuel, while it's a great effort, you're thinking as he continues here, he's going deeper and deeper, making the kicker have to work that much harder potentially to go to a 3rd overtime.
He's bumping into a blocker. And finally, after all that fast twitch talent, he gets down within a half yard of the marker. Incredible. Because the fans were all thinking, no, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes. It's one of those plays.
Now you agree with the decision to go for it. Forget the field goal. Forget triple overtime. Trying to keep the drive alive and win it right now.
And it's 4th and a half a yard. There's probably 2 defenses in the country. It'd be Michigan and Alabama. It's tough to get a half a yard in this kind of scenario.
Wolverines need a stop to end all the misery head to head.
Put both the backs, Samuel and Weber, both in the backfield.
Keeper. Hit! Right at the marker. The spot will decide it. Delano Hill got there. It looks like it's a 1st down. It is. Ohio State stays alive, barely.
They put both the backs in the backfield to try to give them the option to go left or right. But they put it into the hands of J.T. Barrett after the fake there to Samuel. See, he gets hit low there by Hill.
They're going to review the spot. They're going to review the spot. He was hit low, then ran into a couple of bodies high and knocked down. And this is going to be scrutinized by William Simons, the replay official.
Chris, you know, Hill hit him low, and then the senior Chris Wormley hit him high.
It's clear in Harbaugh's mind.
Yeah. I think when the forward progress would be when he's in the air, not where he lands. I think it's in the air right there.
And the ball in his right arm from that angle did appear to just break the plane before he hit the ground.
I don't think, again, if you go by where he landed, he looks like he's a half a yard short. If you go by where the forward progress is while he's in the air, I think he's right at the mark. What do you think, Dave?
Let's bring in Dave Kataya.
You're absolutely right, Kirk. It's where the fullest extension of the ball with defensive contact. So they're going to go with that forward spot, and now they've got to be able to tell whether it's short or not. This very well could be a stance, but they've got to get a really, really good look at it.
Here's the call.
After review, the play stands as called on the field.
Which I agree with.
Very, very difficult to overturn a spot, especially in a spot like this. So first down, Ohio State. Still 15 yards away from the goal line. Barrett, barely. Samuel cuts it back. Ohio State wins. Michigan's misery in this building continues. Ohio State perseveres and prevails 30-27 in double overtime. We thought we'd seen everything in this rivalry. We had never seen an overtime before. And the playmaker, Kirk, the man who was absent for so long in this game, Curtis Samuel, in overtime, made two monstrous plays. Let's go to Tom Rinaldi.
Chris, thank you very much. JT, you've been in a lot of big games. You just gave that huge exhale. How would you describe this one?
This is what we talk about for years to come. I mean, this is what the team up north of Ohio State, that's what it's about right here. That's a hard-fought game that we just played. That's a great team over there. And we just played hard, we kept on pressing, we came out with a win.
After the struggle offensively in the first half, JT, what was the turning point to ignite you guys?
I think the main thing was keep on fighting. That second half, we came together and was like, hey, we got no choice. It's just us. So we got to go make the plays. And today, our whole line, they stepped up, and that's what we came out with a win.
Finally, what does this rivalry mean, JT?
It's a great thing for our fans. Buckeye Nation, this is what we talk about right here. And so it's a big thing, and we're glad we just win for our fans.
Congratulations, JT.
Thank you.
Sam with Urban. Sam?
Well, Coach, I know you're still taking it in, but describe for me what your stress levels were like towards the end there.
Fourth down, it was a little stressful when I saw him get hit, but he's a man's man. What a great day for Ohio State football. I'm very blessed to be here and coach these guys.
First time ever. So how would you describe what it was that enabled this team to be successful down the stretch when there were issues throughout the game?
Oh, the whole game. You're facing a great team. Now, these are three teams in America. I'm not sure what people expect. It's going to be a swing at each other, and credit to our rivals. That was a great game, and we found a way to win.
A little stressful. Those were his words. A little stressful for the head coach. There were times when you wondered if the Ohio State offense would ever arrive in this game. They were carried by their defense. The pick six, the interception set up another touchdown. Michigan fumbled at the 1-yard line. Here's the winning play, Kirk.
Like Curtis Samuel, we talked about in the first half, where's he been? Yeah, the flow of the defense, you're trying to contain him because of his speed, but he shows his natural ability as a runner. Sensing that, we saw it on that crazy play on third down. This time he felt it. There's that acceleration. That's what makes him so dangerous in the open field. But he had that quiet first half. Finally found his way, especially in overtime.
Urban Meyer moves to 5-0 against the Maize and Blue, but he'd never had a roller coaster ride like this. To his belly. In danger of being trampled over there.
Get him up, right?
Wow. Buckeyes and the Wolverines do not disappoint in this sea of scarlet here. I go back to the play just before the winning play, and it's an old cliche. This is a game of inches, but in that case, it really was. Think about how different this scene is, how different this script is this afternoon if Barrett is stopped a couple of inches short of that first down. It's a fourth down keeper. They say forget the field goal. Very confident in this guy to get the yardage. He's hit low, as you pointed out. Has the strength to just get the football across that line. Replay confirmed it, to the disappointment of Harbaugh. That was their chance to win it right there and end the misery. And Samuel bolts into the end zone shortly thereafter.
For me, it's just fitting to see Ohio State and Michigan with Jim Harbaugh and Urban Meyer be settled in double overtime in this kind of setting. Number 2 against number 3. The other thing I'm going to take away and remember about this game is Wilton Spate, a guy that we didn't even know if he would play the game. He didn't just play the game. He left his heart literally out on that field. I thought he was dynamic in his decision-making, played with a real chip on his shoulder, a heart of a champion. And then J.T. Barrett, he's now 3-0 against Michigan, did not have a great football game throwing the ball, but in the second half, took control, started to be able to run the football, and started to finally find some confidence, I think, that was missing in the first half.
Exhale, not we exhale and talk about the bigger picture moving forward, because Ohio State still hasn't clinched the East Division in the Big Ten. The game that's going on right now in State College, and Michigan State, the early 3-0 lead over Penn State. It's the Lions, by virtue of that game we saw earlier, that would control the head-to-head tiebreak against Ohio State. But if Michigan State knocks off the Lions, Ohio State's got to go right back next week and rematch with Wisconsin in Indy. Are they already in the playoff, or should they want to have to play next week?
Not just my opinion. Based on what the committee has already shown you by their rankings, they have Ohio State at 2. Solid 2 today. Now you add a Michigan win, who's at number 3 on top of that. Ohio State might want Penn State to win, so they don't even have to go to play in the Big Ten championship game. They still are going to make the playoff.
Conventional wisdom says, oh no, we want a chance to win our division, to compete for a conference championship. Always the Big Ten is the goal. Ohio, the alma mater, is played, and there are tens of thousands on the field celebrating along with this Buckeye football team. Well, ESPN will have that Michigan State Ohio State game. It's 3-0 Spartans. As we said, Urban Meyer, for the moment, couldn't care less. Ohio State,
it's his son's
daycare. They persevere, they prevail. A gut-wrenching loss for the Maize and Blue as their losing streak continues in Columbus. We hope you enjoyed this classic wherever you were watching. 30-27, Ohio State in double overtime. This classic, produced by Bill Bonnell, directed by Derek Mobley. Our thanks to our entire crew. After this brief break, stay tuned. Notre Dame and USC, a tough act to follow.